What technical measure converts readable data into an unreadable format, providing a robust defense against unauthorized access? A. Pseudonymization. B. Encryption. C. Access control. D. Authentication. Correct answer: B. Encryption. Description: encryption protects data by converting it into a form only accessible by those with a decryption key, ensuring data security. What type of access control mechanism restricts data access to authorized personnel based on their roles? A. Authentication. B. Role-based access control. C. Multi-factor authentication. D. Pseudonymization. Correct answer: B. Role-based access control. Description: role-based access control assigns access permissions to individuals based on their roles within an organization, limiting data exposure. What security measure replaces identifiable information with substitutes, reducing risks of associating data with individuals? A. Pseudonymization. B. Encryption. C. Anonymization. D. De-identification. Correct answer: A. Pseudonymization. Description: pseudonymization replaces identifiable information with pseudonyms, reducing the risk of linking data back to individuals. How soon must a data breach be reported to supervisory authorities under the GDPR? A. Within 24 hours. B. Within 48 hours. C. Within 72 hours. D. Within 1 week. Correct answer: C. Within 72 hours. Description: the GDPR mandates that breaches be reported to supervisory authorities within 72 hours of discovery, ensuring swift response and transparency. What document provides practical examples and guidelines for managing personal data breaches? A. Guidelines 01/2021. B. Guidelines 9/2022. C. Transfer Impact Assessment. D. Guidelines 2/2018. Correct answer: A. Guidelines 01/2021. Description: Guidelines 01/2021 offers practical examples for handling data breaches, emphasizing internal reporting, communication, and response strategies. What key vendor management provision ensures third-party vendors maintain appropriate security measures? A. Accreditation. B. Contractual agreements. C. Regular audits. D. Secure transfer protocols. Correct answer: B. Contractual agreements. Description: contracts with vendors must include provisions for security measures, breach notifications, and compliance audits to maintain data protection. What aspect of data sharing ensures only necessary information is transferred? A. Secure transfer protocols. B. Documented agreements. C. Encryption. D. Data minimization. Correct answer: D. Data minimization. Description: data minimization limits shared information to what is necessary for the intended purpose, reducing exposure and risk. What responsibility do joint controllers have in managing data processing activities? A. They must monitor third-party compliance. B. They must define and communicate their responsibilities. C. They must encrypt all data transfers. D. They must maintain separate records. Correct answer: B. They must define and communicate their responsibilities. Description: joint controllers must define and communicate their responsibilities, ensuring transparency and availability to data subjects. What privacy principle requires data protection to be integrated into products and services from inception? A. Accountability. B. Data protection by design. C. Data minimization. D. Purpose limitation. Correct answer: B. Data protection by design. Description: data protection by design integrates privacy measures into systems and processes, ensuring compliance from inception. What type of documentation must organizations maintain to demonstrate GDPR compliance? A. DPIAs. B. Processing activity records. C. Data sharing agreements. D. Breach notifications. Correct answer: B. Processing activity records. Description: organizations must document processing activities, including categories of data, purposes of processing, and retention periods, to demonstrate compliance. What situation necessitates a data protection impact assessment? DPIA. A. Processing children's data. B. Processing sensitive data on a large scale. C. Data breach. D. Vendor management. Correct answer: B. Processing sensitive data on a large scale. Description: DPIAs assess the impact of processing activities likely to pose a high risk, including large-scale processing of sensitive data. What is a key responsibility of a data protection officer, DPO? A. Monitoring processing activities. B. Approving data transfers. C. Conducting audits. D. Documenting data processing. Correct answer: A. Monitoring processing activities. Description: The DPO advises on GDPR compliance, monitors processing activities, and cooperates with supervisory authorities. What is a key goal of regular privacy program audits? A. To review processing activities. B. To ensure vendor compliance. C. To conduct TIAs. D. To update data protection measures. Correct answer: A. To review processing activities. Description: audits ensure compliance with GDPR requirements by reviewing processing activities, security measures, and access controls. What is the rationale for the GDPR's restrictions on international data transfers? A. To maintain EU data protection standards. B. To prevent data breaches. C. To reduce data sharing. D. To simplify compliance. Correct answer: A. To maintain EU data protection standards. Description: the GDPR restricts data transfers to ensure EU-level protections are maintained, preventing unauthorized access and misuse. What document outlines the interplay between Article 3 and Chapter 5 of the GDPR? A. Guidelines 01/2021. B. Guidelines 05/2021. C. Recommendations 01/2020. D. Guidelines 9/2022. Correct answer: B. Guidelines 05/2021. Description: Guidelines 05/2021 clarifies how Article 3 and Chapter 5 interact, outlining conditions for data transfers. How do standard contractual clauses, SCCs, facilitate data transfers to non-EU jurisdictions? A. They ensure data protection standards are maintained. B. They simplify transfer impact assessments. C. They permit transfers to any jurisdiction. D. They reduce reporting requirements. Correct answer: A. They ensure data protection standards are maintained. Description: SCCs provide contractual safeguards to maintain data protection standards during transfers to non-EU jurisdictions. What mechanism allows multinational companies to transfer personal data within the corporate group? A. Standard contractual clauses. B. Binding corporate rules. C. Codes of conduct. D. Transfer impact assessments. Correct answer: B. Binding corporate rules. Description: binding corporate rules, BCRs, allow multinational companies to transfer data within the group, with supervisory authority approval. What mechanism can facilitate international data transfers through compliance verification? A. Codes of conduct and certifications. B. Binding corporate rules. C. SCCs. D. Transfer impact assessments. Correct answer: A. Codes of conduct and certifications. Description: codes of conduct and certifications offer alternative transfer mechanisms, demonstrating compliance with GDPR standards. What guideline outlines derogations allowing data transfers without additional safeguards? Let's continue. A. Guidelines 05/2021. B. Guidelines 2/2018. C. Guidelines 01/2021. D. Recommendations 01/2020. Correct answer: B. Guidelines 2/2018. Description: Guidelines 2/2018 provides details on derogations under Article 49, allowing transfers without additional safeguards, including consent, contractual necessity, and public interest. What key safeguards should organizations implement before transferring data internationally? A. Secure transfer protocols. B. Data minimization. C. Transfer impact assessments. D. Encryption. Correct answer: C. Transfer impact assessments. Description: TIAs ensure that the destination country's legal framework provides adequate protection and may lead to supplementary measures if necessary. What does accountability require from organizations processing personal data? A. Protecting personal data by design. B. Maintaining documentation to demonstrate compliance. C. Cooperating with regulatory authorities. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. Description: accountability encompasses protecting data by design, maintaining documentation to show compliance, and cooperating with regulators, ensuring comprehensive adherence to GDPR requirements. What are organizations processing large amounts of sensitive data required to do? A. Conduct a data protection impact assessment. B. Appoint a data protection officer. C. Notify supervisory authorities. D. All of the above. Correct answer: A. Conduct a data protection impact assessment. Description: DPIAs assess the potential impact of processing activities on individuals, identifying and mitigating risks for activities likely to pose a high risk. What must organizations handling personal data do to comply with the GDPR's transparency principle? A. Inform individuals of processing purposes. B. Obtain explicit consent for all processing activities. C. Publish annual reports on processing activities. D. Maintain accurate records. Correct answer: A. Inform individuals of processing purposes. Description: transparency requires informing individuals of processing purposes, data categories, and their rights, ensuring informed consent and compliance with GDPR principles. How do secure transfer protocols help ensure data security? A. By preventing unauthorized access during transfer. B. By limiting shared data. C. By ensuring only necessary data is transferred. D. By encrypting data. Correct answer: A. By preventing unauthorized access during transfer. Description: secure transfer protocols protect data by securing data in transit, preventing unauthorized access and reducing the risk of data breaches. What does a DPIA include to assess processing activities impact? A. Description of processing activities. B. Risks and mitigation measures. C. Assessment of necessity and proportionality. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. Description: a DPIA must include a description of processing activities, an assessment of their necessity and proportionality, risks to data subjects, and mitigation measures. What role do Guidelines 01/2021 play in breach notification? A. Clarifying reporting responsibilities. B. Providing practical examples. C. Outlining breach response strategies. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. Description: Guidelines 01/2021 provides practical examples, clarifies reporting responsibilities, and outlines response strategies, ensuring efficient and transparent breach management. What is a potential violation of the GDPR's data minimization principle? A. Sharing personal data without consent. B. Retaining data longer than necessary. C. Processing data for multiple purposes. D. Storing records with incomplete information. Correct answer: B. Retaining data longer than necessary. Description: the data minimization principle requires data retention to be limited to the necessary period, preventing unauthorized access and unnecessary processing. What should organizations do to ensure vendor compliance with GDPR standards? A. Audit vendors regularly. B. Include GDPR-compliant contracts. C. Conduct pre-contractual due diligence. D. All of the above. Correct answer: D. All of the above. Description: vendor compliance is ensured by pre-contractual due diligence, GDPR-compliant contracts, and regular audits, mitigating risks of non-compliance.